Today we're going to learn about inputs and outputs and creating rules for the combination with a combination of operations. We are going to use these number machines in order to help us identify our rules. Number machines are sort of like a washing machine or an oven. You put something in, the machine works on it, and then something different comes out. I'm going to put some numbers on this side on the output, and I want you to decide what this rule is. So my input will be here. Something's going to happen, my rule, involving an operation, and then I'm going to give you guys my output, what I got from that operation. Okay, here we go. Can you guess my rule yet? If you said my rule is times 3 or multiply by 3, you're correct. How did you determine that rule? Well, you might have just looked at this side and noticed that these are all multiples of 3. 3, 6, 9, 12. And then when you look at your input, you can see that if you just multiply by 3, you get the answer. Okay, let's move on to something else. Here's another number machine. You're going to create your own rule with one addition and one multiplication and one starting point. For example, let's say my rule was start at 2, multiply by 5, and add 3. All right, so my input is 2. I'm starting at 2, and then I'm going to multiply by 5. 2 times 5 is 10, and then I'm going to add 3. Now what if I started at 3? Multiply by 5, then add 3. 3 times 5 is 15, plus 3 is 18. I'm going to continue on with this, and I challenge you to continue too. What do you notice about the numbers? Well, you might notice that the input just increases by 1, but what happens to your output? The output, the numbers increase by 5. You're going to be working on similar problems today. Here's your task. Number machines. This is a number machine. A number goes into the machine does something to that number, and a new number comes out. Here's an example. Here's a number machine with the rule multiply by 5. The number 7 goes into the machine. The number that comes out of the machine is 35 because 5 times 7 is 35. Okay, so your job is to use the rule to determine the output. Something goes in, it's multiplied by 5, and then what comes out, and use these inputs here. And then notice that our tables can also be horizontal, so they don't always need to be vertical. Do that again for subtract 13, and notice that my in numbers are different than just going 1 through 10. A number machine can have rules with more than one operation. So you can do multiply by 2, then add 1, add 1, then multiply by 2. Complete both table A and table B. What's similar about those two rules? What's different? And why did the rule affect the numbers differently? This is your task for today. Good luck.